By the time Richard Hanchett discovered the identity of his biological mother, she had been dead for decades. She was Ruth Marie Terry, a young Tennessee woman who'd given up her newborn for adoption in Michigan in 1958. Later, police in Massachusetts would know Terry as the Lady of the Dunes, a nameless murder victim found on a Provincetown beach in 1974. Now, her skull had been crushed and her head was almost severed. Her hands were completely severed, so she couldn't be identified by fingerprints or any other way for 48 years. Then in 2022, 4 years after Hanchett's search had led him to Terry's family back in Tennessee, the FBI identified the Lady of the Dunes through forensic genetic genealogy. And then once they had a name, they learned that Terry had a husband with a shady past. A year after that, Terry's husband, now also dead, was officially named her killer. Now, this is an unbelievable tale, and it's now the subject of a true crime series on Oxygen called The Lady of the Dunes, hunting the Cape Cod Killer.
Everybody knows about the Lady of the Dunes.
This was one of the most notorious unresolved homicides.
It became kind of like folklore. I just always thought of it as an unbelievable ghost story that probably would never be solved.
Someone clearly wanted to hide her identity.
Could she have known too much? Could this have been a mob hit?
We find out who the victim is, and then it's like, okay, now who killed her?
It was a horrible time for my family.
Are you kidding me? What else can go wrong in this case?
I'm not stopping. Anything that could lead to the identification of the Lady of the Dunes was met with resistance.
Why would you throw away the evidence to an unsolved murder?
The police chief said, well, I think I have the serial killer.
I'm joined now on the phone by Richard Hanchett, son of Ruth Marie Terry. Thank you so much for being here tonight and joining us. You know, before all of this came about and your mom actually came to see you the same year she was murdered, 1974, take us back in time and just kind of start at the beginning, how you got involved in this search.
Well, it all started in 2018 when my girlfriend Wendy gave me the Ancestry DNA kit. And when I got it back, I had 58,000 DNA matches. And that's literally where it began. Within, I would say, a couple of days of receiving the information, I found out, you know, my last name was Terry. I met my first cousin online from Tennessee, and then the real journey began. I went down and met my family for a reunion, and then right after that, everything kind of, you know, I found out that, you know, Ruth was missing. So some time went on, and then on October, on Halloween of 22, the FBI called and said they had wanted to talk to me. I was a little nervous and went down and talked to them, and come to find out through DNA they'd matched me with my mom. I was excited at first, you know, thinking I was going to see her. And then they, you know, quickly told me that, oh, no, you know, she'd been a murder victim back in '74.
My goodness.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I'd been having nightmares about it before the FBI called. And after their call and a little bit of thinking, I realized that my nightmares were I was witnessing my mom being murdered. And then I just went through an unbelievable journey of finding her name out and then meeting a medium, Lauren Robbins, and we kind of walked down through the path to, you know, put all the pieces together, basically at the end of my life. It was unbelievable.
Isn't this wild, Richard, that, I mean, so many stories we've heard that are connected to these genealogy sites that bring about these answers, but then also lead to more questions. So you talked to us about the day the FBI told you that your mom was, in fact, this notorious case, Lady of the Dunes, and a victim of murder. Sounds like they should have led with that when they first called you. But contaminated DNA, lost physical evidence contributed to the case not being solved for so long. What led to the actual break in the case? It sounds like there were a couple of things that happened. Take us through some of the key points.
Well, one of the main things was a detective, Meredith Lauber, that pretty much gave up her career and future careers to go above her boss and the DA and go directly to the FBI, and they solved the case. You know what I mean? It was a big political situation where they had lost the evidence back in the 80s, and it could have been solved then. And then it was, a political hiding match from that point on of really resolving it. You know what I mean?
Right.
With that new DNA technology, they can literally solve anything.
Right.
You hear almost every week a new story.
We've got to get your people hooked up with John Ramsey. We just had that conversation in our last segment. And just really quickly before I let you go, you recently had a new headstone installed for your mother because it had only been Lady of the Dunes. Tell us really quickly what you did.
I did a GoFundMe, and then after that, we picked out a stone, and we had her picture put on it, and, with the dates, all the important dates her born, when, unfortunately, she was murdered, and then the date of when we identified her, put a name on her. And, quite a few of the important people involved in making that day happen was there. And it was unbelievable. I was there. One of the people was Warren Tobias. He was the chief one of the chiefs. And me and him were standing there just talking, and it was hard to believe that, it was 50 years that went by, and he'd worked on the case his whole life.
Right.
And that we're standing there at her grave next to each other 50 years later. It's just unbelievable.
It's an incredible story. Richard Hanchett, I've got to leave it there. And, everybody can watch this now. Lady of the Dunes, Hunting the Cape Cod Killer. It premieres on Oxygen Friday, November 29th, and concludes Saturday, November 30th. So a really incredible story for you to check out.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.